But 'tis the season. Yeah, let's get this thing going. So let's see which of our friends is on with us this morning, who's ready to have a good time. I know I am. So how are y'all feeling? I hope you're feeling really good. This weekend has been a weekend, a real weekend. So let's see. Good morning, Roxanne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, my love. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having a blessed morning already, but I don't have to hope. I know that that's already happening. So guys, as you come on, do me a favor, like and share, like and share. I have gone back to my old platform. I was like, I can't be playing no games. We got to get this thing popping. So good morning. Hey, Charlie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is a beautiful Monday. I don't even know what it's really like outside. When I looked, I was walking past the TV when I was leaving out of the room, and I saw my husband watching the news, and I'm like, what's going on over there? It looks gloomy, but I feel good in here. I don't know what's going on. Something like aggravating me over here. So I got to get that thing together. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Mom. Good morning. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Rita. Thank y'all for being on this morning. Good morning, Sab. Do me a favor as you come on. Like and share. Go ahead, like and share. Yes, I have so much to talk about this morning. So this morning we are talking about selfie season. And I know you probably like, Trina, it ain't selfie season. This is the holiday season. Well, selfie season still the same because you know what we doing in this season. We taking a whole lot of selfies and we're going to dive in. Let's see if we get a few more people on with us this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm excited. Can't wait. And it's hoodie season, y'all. So if y'all have not taken advantage, y'all better get up on these hoodies. Come on now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday. It's Monday, family. So let's talk. Selfie season. What does that look like? Now, we all know what selfies are. Selfie is when I take my camera and I hold it at those special angles just so I could capture the essence of who I think I am in that moment. So I could go ahead and post a picture. Now, every day we get up, we look in the mirror, and we see something that is familiar to us. And as a matter of fact, a lot of us look in the mirror and we take it for granted because it's like, okay, it's me. I see who I am. But when we're looking in that mirror, you know, a lot of us have a lot of different thoughts that come to mind. Good morning, Yolanda. A lot of us feel a lot of different emotions. Everybody doesn't look in the mirror in the morning and get excited. Some people look in the mirror and they get frustrated, they get angry, they don't like what they see. But you know, I want to go a step beyond looking just at your physical self in the mirror because I know that we could put makeup on it, we could dress it up, we could put some nice clothes on it, and that thing could look a certain way. I want to ask you, are you looking on the inside? And better yet, hey, Kenneth, how often are you looking on the inside? Like really looking at your inside. Now, that's a critical part of growth and learning to love yourself. It was so critical in my journey. I wrote about it in my book because I had to realize that it was a lot going on that dealt with me and how I saw me, not about other people, but me and how I saw me. So as we're looking and understanding about our selfies and we're looking at the exterior, I want us to pay a lot more attention to what's on the inside and knowing how that thing works. Like what triggers me, what makes me happy, what makes me sad, like what's going on. And when I started really digging into the journey of self-reflection, it helped me to understand and appreciate my past, you know, because I carried a lot of baggage, I carried a lot of burdens, I carried a lot of anger and frustration. But when I started looking at Trina, not at what somebody did to me, what somebody said to me, when I looked at how I responded, when I looked at what I said and what I did, it made the whole situation look different. Now, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. So hear me clear. I'm not saying that you have to beat yourself up because that's not what it's about. And I used to be that person. I used to be like, I ain't meeting my goals. I'm not meeting my deadlines. You know, I'm trying to check it off. And God had to show me, no, it's not about your checklist. It's not about your post-it notes. It's not about any of that. It's not about your goals or anything like that. It's not about you failing. It's not about you meeting some abstract deadline that you set because my deadline is not his deadline. It's not his timeline. I learned more about me and discovering how I responded to things, how I dealt with stuff. And, you know, I would hear people say, good morning, good morning, good morning. I would hear people say certain things like, okay, well, don't worry, it's okay, and you'll get it next time. It's not about me getting anything. This is about me becoming a better person every day. This is about me really taking a deep look at myself so that I can grow. And so many of us are looking at our selfies and we're comparing our selfies to the next person's post. I want my post to be better than his. I want my post to be better than hers. And we get into this competition, and it's like, no, this is about self reflection, not about comparing to other people. So for me, when I really got deep into it, I looked at Second Corinthians 13 and 5, and it says, examine yourself to see whether or not you are in faith. Do you realize that Jesus Christ is in you? Like, do you really think, or do you really know that he's in there? Like, where are you at? Are you on the thinking, or are you on the knowing? Are you just like, you know what? I have no idea what's going on. Because when you think about it, for the most part, self-reflection is about being in alignment. It's about bringing yourself into alignment. It's about really surrendering and submitting yourself so you're not trying to be somebody else. And, I was thinking about it because this weekend I was supposed to do some photos and some other things. And I said, I wonder how many people, as we do, photo shoots for businesses, for ourselves, for birthdays, and y'all know I love birthday because my birthday is coming up. But as we do all of those things and we do all that preparation, do we take as much time looking deep within ourselves and getting ourselves in alignment with God than we do getting ready for the photo shoot, getting ready for the selfies? And that was kind of an ouch for me. I was like, oh God, I spend time with God daily, not one time a day, daily. But I didn't always, and I was that person. I was so busy trying to make that thing look a certain way when I really started having to look on the inside and say, what's really in here? Not how are you doing, but how is your heart? I would venture to say, go back and look at some of your selfies, some of the pictures you've posted in the last 2 months, and look at your face and then think about what was going on the, during that time. Some of us, we're taking all these pictures, we're doing all this stuff, but we're broken, we're struggling, but we're still taking the time to get ready for the picture instead of processing where we are in our journey with him, instead of getting ourselves ready. This morning on the Guides on Route, though, talked about get ready, get set, go. And that thing just kind of stung me as I was preparing for my own message. I'm like, get ready. We excited. We ready to rock and roll. It's like, we're going to do this new thing. But in the set part, when he's preparing us, when we're going through the transition, when we're going through the trials, the tests, because you can't go until you got a testimony. You can't go until you've gone through something, because it's for other people. And so many of us, when we get in that middle part, because we're excited, like, oh, he called me, I'm ready, let's do it. But we want to skip the middle part. And that's when that real self-reflection come out, because it makes me ask, well, why am I doing this? Am I doing it because it's to advance his kingdom, or am I doing it because I want a pat on the back, because I want to get the glory? And it can't be about us. We have to start removing us out of it. And a lot of us in that process, I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy, it's not quick. It takes time for us to get to the point where we start extracting, good morning, princess, ourselves out. We have to give ourselves time, we have to give ourselves space so that we can, kind of retrain our brain. We gotta shrink and remove all of that defeat, all of that doubt, all of that negative energy, because it's like second nature for the negative energy to pop in. We got to take some work to get our brain right to say, you know what, I am worthy. I am an heir. God loves me. I am loved. I'm not by myself. It doesn't matter what the world says. It doesn't matter who left me in the world. God has never left me. For me, it was a process, family. I started, just reflecting on positive things. Even though in this time, I know it's so much going on. Every time I look at the news or I talk to somebody, it seems like somebody has left this earth, or something tragic has happened, or we got the political stuff going on, all these different things. But we have to take time to think about the positive. And if nothing else, and you're like, well, Trina, I don't know positive, you're up right now. You were called, you were on a roll call this morning. That's one positive thought. Then we transition, into areas of improvement. What thing can I work on today? Not things, not a bunch of stuff, but what little thing I can start working on my mouth. For me, one of those major things was my mouth. because I had a mouth on me. Now, from the exterior, it looks like, oh my gosh, she's so nice, so sweet. But what would come out of my mouth was a straight fool. That took time, and I couldn't do it by myself. I had to surrender that thing to him, because I would come out of my mouth and just be all out crazy, and it didn't matter, especially, in my comfort space. But guys, I promise you, I had to work on that thing, and I had to say, God, help me work on it, and it looks different today. Then I had to reflect on the beautiful people that were around me and how they have impacted me and how I was able to impact them. Seeing, because we all need to say, okay, I got some good people around me and they pour into me, and I also bring value to the relationship. That was another piece. Relationships for me was a big issue because I had abandonment issues. So I use relationships to try to fill gaps that I shouldn't have tried to fill. Another thing is, hear people, and when they're talking, when they compliment you, hear yourself. When you say, oh, you look nice today, or you did that well, don't say, well, I could have did it better. Accept it. And again, that's something that's hard for us. And just understanding that through that process of self-reflection, I learned that I didn't value me. I didn't even value me the way other people valued me. And that right there was different. I had to stop focusing on what I wasn't and start focusing on what I was. I promise you, that process helped me to extend grace to myself, because a lot of us, we can extend it to everybody else, but we feel like we can't give it to ourselves. It let me extend grace to myself and celebrate other people and be able to extend it to them in return. So that way it helped me to get rid of resentment, fear, envy, and jealousy, because when those things are sitting on your bed when you wake up every morning, it's tough. It's hard for us to, get past that. So I want to make sure that as we're in selfie season, that we're looking internally. Look at your heart. Where are you on the inside? The picture says one thing, but what's inside, that's worth more than any picture that you can post. That's worth more than any likes that you're going to get. I used to hear people say, well, fake it till you make it. Well, we've been faking it till we make it for a while. And I just have to ask the question, how is that working for you? I don't want to fake it till I make it. I want to be able to walk in everything that he has for me. I was looking at a quote, and it was from Dr. Seuss, and it says, be who you are and say what you feel. Those who mind, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind, because they want the real authentic version of you. They want to interact with you. So we got to be honest with ourselves when we're looking in that mirror, when we're looking in that camera and we're holding it up. What do you see? What's in here? What is it that other people don't see? Because we might see the exterior, but your heart. I had to do a lot of self-reflection in that area. I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were having this conversation. It's like I don't know kind of where I am. I'm in this in-between space. And I could, in that moment, I was like, thank you, Lord, for the test and the testimony, because I was able to actually share, like, I know how you feel. I know what it is to have everything going on, and it looks like your business is profiting. It looks like you're doing well from the perspective of the world. It looks like family is going, all these things are going well, and you in this whole space, everything is going well around you, and you feel lonely. You feel down. You can't shake this feeling. It's like, I just don't know, until that light bulb clicks and you're like, because I'm not in alignment. I'm not in alignment with God. I know that's right, Doc. Faith it until you make it, not fake it. When we're not where we need to be, it's like, oh my goodness, everything can be happening right according to the world. But when that alignment is off, you know what? I just close my mind, and I close my mouth, I open my mind to him, and I'm like, Lord, not my will, but your will be done. And when that happens and I release that to him, it starts to look different. Because I thought about, when Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane, and I'm like, God, the little bit of pain that I'm feeling in any season can't compare nothing to what he was doing when he was like, remove this cup of suffering from me, as he talked about it in Luke 22. And then in that moment, he said, but you know what? Not my will, your will be done. And those words just spoke to me, because I'm like, If he can endure what he had to endure, these minor tests that I'm enduring are nothing. So as I sit back and reflect on how my heart is about a thing, about a situation, when I'm looking at somebody else's grass and saying, well, dog, why they grass greener? Could it be because they've been tending to it? Could it be because they're fertilizing it? Or I'm gonna give you one better. Could it be because they grass fake? We're so busy looking at other people, comparing our selfie to somebody else's, and we got to start looking inside. We got to really look at that self-reflection. Stop saying, why can't it be me? It is you. You're walking in every bit of purpose you're supposed to walk in. Self-reflection says, let me look at it and see, what part of this do I own? Not anybody else's fault. What part of it do I own? How do I need to change my conversation? How do I need to change my thoughts? How do I need to change my expectations? You guys know I'm famous for saying I walk in the prison of expectancy. I'm expecting great things to happen. I don't expect something negative to happen. And when it does in this season of my life, I can deal with it in a different way. Whereas before I would want to jump in and just go all in. No, I want to understand the why. I want to get a better understanding of it so I can see, why did it make me feel that way? What emotion, what feeling did it provoke in me? And see, that's a whole different conversation that I can have, with God and say, Lord, help me out, because here I am. I'm over here. I'm by myself. I feel like I'm by myself. And he has to tap me on my shoulder and say, baby, I told you, you never by yourself. I'm with you. So I'm still in my journey of self-reflection, because sometimes I do fall, and I had to ask myself in that journey, what is it that I am seeking? What do I want? And why do I want it? Is it something I want because I want people to see me with the thing, because I want people to see me moving in a certain way? Or is because I want to make sure that I am able to help people because that's what God told me to do? Why am I not happy? Or why are you not happy? I should say, what's holding you back? What's stopping us? Is it because somebody else has something that you don't have? Is that making you unhappy? Well, then we really have to look on the inside. And the other question I would ask myself is, why are you not being obedient to what he's called you to do? See, a lot of my self-reflection was about that, because what I realized and understood is I was walking in things that wasn't supposed to be done. I was trying to bring the wrong thing into, I would say, yeah, the wrong thing into my right season. I'm trying to pull stuff into the winter that was supposed to happen in the spring. I'm trying to pull stuff into the summer that was supposed to happen in the fall. And sometimes we all get out of whack and alignment because we're trying to do the wrong thing in the wrong season. So we got to work it out and see, Lord, what is it that you are asking me to do? So again, we're not going to fake it till we make it. I like what Dr. Rock said, faith it until we make it. We want to make sure that we focus on where we are with him, not the world, not people, not stuff. Stop looking at them people grass. Here in Georgia, nobody grass ain't green right now. Literally, it's all brown or white or covered or whatever it is. If they grass green, it's fake grass. So we have to be able to process and sometimes put blinders on. Stop looking at what they doing. Stop worrying about they and them. Self-reflection is about us. Why is it hitting me that way? Why do I feel that emotion? What is it that I need to change? What is it that I need to shift in this season? What is God saying to me? And if you're in a place and you're like, it's so much noise, I can't hear, get quiet so you can hear his voice, not your own. And sometimes you say, Lord, is this about me or is this about you? Is this what I want or is this what you want? And be still. And I promise you, in that process of self-reflection, he will help you figure that thing out. Well, family, like I said, it's selfie season. Don't mean I'm not going to post no pictures. I am going to post pictures, but I'm saying I had to get a word the way he told me to give the word this morning. So I want us to think about it and get ourselves ready and take some time and extend grace to yourself. I want to read this morning as I close a quote that I put in the book in that chapter called Self-Reflection. It says, we have a tendency to want the other person to be the finished product while we give ourselves grace to evolve. Guys, come on now. We got to work on that thing. We got to work on it. Don't put it on other people. Got to work on us. It's not about them. We're evolving. So is everybody else. So stop looking at them. Focus on us. Get our eyes fixed. Ask them, Lord, what do you want me to do in this season? What am I supposed to be doing? With that being said, I hope that you guys have a fantastic Monday. And tune in on Wednesday. I have a beautiful soul that is going to join us on Freedom by Design. Her name is Diora Smith. She is a chef. here in Atlanta, not native in Atlanta, but I'm not gonna spill all the tea. I'm gonna post a picture when I get off. Please join us. You are going to want to hear this sister's testimony. It is powerful. I'm excited about it. Also, December 19th, Saturday, December 19th from 12 to 2, we have the annual Freedom by Design Vision Prayer Board Party. It's going to be off the chain. We got DJ Smooth. He's going to DJ, bringing us in, getting us pumped and excited. We have hosting will be Frank Flukas and myself, Dr. K, his lovely wife. And we're also going to have Rutho and Avril Osilian Samillion. We're going to have Tiffany Cannon. We're going to have Dr. Rocks. And we're going to have Santrell Green speaking. And guess what? You guys are going to be able to interact, because it's going to be an interactive vision board party. It's not about sit and get, but I want you to go ahead, start getting your boards together, start praying and asking God, what's my word for 2021? What is it that you want me to focus on? And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get closer. So I'm excited. The information is going to be on Zoom. So all you got to do is log on. We're also going to possibly go live on Facebook as well. So I'm excited about that and what's going to happen. So men, it's not just a women event. This is for all of us. It's family friendly. So come on in. I promise you, we are going to have a great time. So tell everybody, share it out. Let's do this thing. So I'm excited. I see you guys on Wednesday. I love you. God bless you and have a fantastic Monday. Make it great. Bye-bye.